With me, we'll jam in just a second. Hello and welcome to a jam in G major. We're going to do this one in 6/8 time, or 3/4 time if that's easier for you to count. Basically it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as opposed to a 1, 2, 3, 4, which I believe my other one was in. I thought I'd give you something slightly different. So I'm going to get my loop going. Here I go. I might turn it down a little bit, just a smidge. I'll turn it right down for a second while I tell you what we're going to be doing. So we've got our loop going, it's in 6/8 time like I said, so you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you've also got these scales up, and I told you it's in G major, so you're going to be using these scales depending on which instrument you're on, pick the relevant scale. And then you're just going to have a little jam, so you can pick 1 or 2 of these notes, you could pick all of them if you want. You could just do the chords if you want, in which case I'm playing G, then like a C, add 2, then back to G, and then a D. I'm kind of playing a D5, to be fair, I'm slightly cheating. Anyway, I'm going to grab an instrument, I'm going to turn it up, and I'll just have a jam with you. So let's go for it. Here we go. Alright. Start with my friend the banjo. My mic down. You might want to try a little bit on the chord, so I'm just going G because it's open, D on this because it's the end of it. So here we go, so G, and C, that will fit nicely, G, and then a D, or like that, either, G, and then C, G, and then D. And of course you can go up the neck as well if you want. C is 5th, back up. I believe D is there, on 7th, back down to 5th, back on up, back to 7. I'm going to go and swap onto something else, but keep jamming, keep using those scales and just making it up as well. Remember, you're never far away from the right answer. If you're on the wrong note, just slide up, either up or down, you'll find the note. Alright, ukulele, let's do it, alright. Now this scale starts on the 7th fret, so make sure you're in the right place. Very easy to make a mistake when you're up this high on a ukulele because everything's very close together, so don't worry if you do. So maybe start simple, could be with 2 or 3 notes. Remember, you can use your chords as well, so G, C, back to G, D, back to G. Remember, you can play G like this, one finger for C, G like this. You could bar for D, as long as you just strum the bottom strings, or the ones closest to your face. So like this. Sometimes that's easier for your hand, to be honest. I could play that all day. Alright. Let's come on over to the mandolin. Let's have a little bit of fun on that one. Looking for my pick. My pick is kind of see-through, doesn't help. I'll have to find another one. Here we go. There you are. See-through pick. So again, we'll look at the scale. And then again, you would kind of want to limit yourself to start with, so I might start with just the G string and the D string. So there you go. But yeah, keep it simple to begin with if you're not used to jamming. And then maybe you want to go on the next two strings, so maybe we could go, maybe a bit of tremolo. And I'm just gonna pause it for a sec. Alright, so I just want to kind of remind you what I'm doing, because, you know, to anyone who's just joined, you might be a bit like, what is going on? But basically, I'm just showing you, I've looped a chord progression. It's just G, going to a C, then back to a G, then going to a D. So nice simple chords. We're in 6/8 times, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you kind of have the option here. You can work on the scales I've given you here, depending on which instrument you're on. So if you're on mandolin, for instance, the scale is at the top. And then you're jamming along. So like I've been saying, if you're looking at your scale, try not to take the whole thing all at once, because if you've never looked at that scale before, that's very overwhelming. So you kind of want to just go, well, maybe I'll just stick with 2 or 3 notes, and I'll see what I can do with those 2 or 3 notes. For instance, let's have a look at that G major scale. I might go, I'll lift this up again, sorry. I might go, just for the G string, I might just go, or maybe simpler than that actually. Maybe I will just go open G, and I quite like the sound of the open D. So I've got 2 open strings, and then maybe just 5th fret on the D string. So in other words, the notes I'm using is open G, open D, and then a G up on 5th. So very simple. But I could use my tremolo. I could practice my tremolo along to that. I could, what else could I do? I could slide. Like, I know it's using 2 on the D string, but I could slide into the G. So there's little things you kind of want to think about. What do I already know how to do? What can I practice to do? So you're thinking, all right, I could practice my hammer-ons, my pull-offs, my bends, my vibrato, my tremolo, whatever you want to practice, that's what you can. You can also practice your strumming along to this pattern. You saw me do a very basic one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. But you can already see my wrist is fighting now. It wants to do more. So you could have a down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up. Like so. So there's lots of opportunity here to practice, depending on what instrument you're on. I'm just going to swap one more time so that you don't think it's exclusively mandolin. It's not today, it's absolutely not. Let's see, we've done mandolin. Let's come back to the uke, because I don't give it enough attention. It's been a while. It's been a while, poor little uke. So again, those chords again, you've got G, you've got a C, back to G, and then back to D. And hopefully you heard me, I said there are easier ways of playing these chords. You could have a G like that, where you have a little bar, middle finger like that, and then C, one finger, nice and easy. We love C. And then for D, if you just move your thumb up so it's just hitting the top 3 strings closest to your face, that's a D. And you can put more fingers down to get more pressure, that's fine. Just don't go all the way down, or you get a funny kind of chord. You're not looking for that, you're just looking for a D. And again, strumming wise, we could go down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up. Or you could do a bunch of coffees and just go down, up, 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 down. You get the idea. So lots of opportunity here, and remember with the ukulele, the scale here starts on the 7th fret. Very easy to make a mistake up there, because you can see how close everything gets when you're up there. So if that happens, and you get that, just slide back. Don't worry about it. Certainly don't stop and go, oh, I've ruined it. It's all terrible. It's not all terrible because you're trying, okay? This is all good stuff. It's all new to everybody. Not many people jam, it seems, these days. And that's sad. So I want to get you jamming, because it will get you to know your instrument a bit better. So I'm going to press play. We're going to crack on. I'll probably cycle through all of these instruments again, and then we'll have a grand finale on the guitar. But let's do it. Here we go. Press and play. Actually, we'll come back on uke. For the scale. And then maybe we'll keep it simple, just a wiggle. A few slides. That strumming pattern again, so down, down, up, down, up, down. I think I've changed it actually to like a tea and 2 coffees. I'll come closer to the mic. So you'd go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or you could do all down, up, down, ups, all coffees. Up to you. Keep it simple, just G, C, G, and then a D. And I'm going to swap. Keep going, keep going. Let's come back to the banjo. It's not had enough love this year. Poor lovely simple little scale for the banjo here, so here we go. And that 0 that's on the 5th string, we could also use that on your very last string, one furthest away from you. On 5th fret, it's the same pitch as your 5th string. It's a G. And again, use your vibrato, your slides. Being too complicated, aren't I? I'll just use one string. So hammer-ons. Now maybe a few chords, so G is open. C, G, D, G, open, C, open again, D, do that again, so G, C, open, D, open, we can go up the neck. So to 5th, open, then we're going up to 7th, open for G, 5th for C, open, 7th for D, open again, 5th, open, 7th, we could go. Swap it in. Maybe a nice bit of tremolo on the mandolin. Let's see, we'll start with 5th fret on the A. And again, you can practice your strumming. So we've got our G, same shape up 1 to your face, C, back down 1 for G, and then straddling either side, D. Maybe some coffees. So you go coffee, 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 coffee. using our fingers just to give it a more country feel. It's just my style, but you're sort of thinking about the notes that are in the scale and how you can put them in while you're still strumming, that kind of thing. So it could be that you use fifth on the D string or the A string. The shape is the same, it's just that I'm reaching for another note in that scale. Alright, let's come on over to the guitar, let's do it. Not been there yet. Alright. Ooh, you beast. You heavy, heavy beast. And of course the strap is twisted, of course. Careful you don't hit yourself in the face with this. So again, we're talking G to a C to a G to a D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna pause for a second, guys, to talk you through what I just did. Here we go. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm nearly done anyway, so stay with me if you're a guitarist. This is worth you knowing. So, not a lot of people seem to know this, and I want to help you out. You can cheat. If you struggle to get to C, right? Let me move over a little bit. If you're used to doing, or you've tried doing this C, and you just can't get there quick enough, if you're in the key of G, what we can do is here's the G I use. I go little finger on the bottom on 3, ring finger just in front of it on the B string, and then I bring these two over where they should be normally, okay? So I've got these two as a gang over here, a group if you will. So that's my G. If I move these two down, I get a C add 9. That's good enough for a C, and it will work beautifully in this key. So G, jump down, C, jump back, and then use this, keep it down, get to D. Top tip of mine, my friends. Drop down, come back up, keep this one down, we're over to D. It's a miracle, I know, it's awesome. If you're really not used to doing that, practice it of course, but I'm going to carry on. But if you're playing along, just do one strum, because you're still thinking, where am I going? What am I doing? Oh yeah, drop down. And strumming at the same time is just too much information. So make life easier for yourselves. Okay, here we go, grand finale. Tea, coffee, coffee, tea, coffee, coffee, tea, coffee, coffee, tea, coffee, coffee, tea, coffee, coffee. Drop down. Come back up, down to D, back up to G, drop down, come back up, down to D, and then let's just have some fun. So I'm looking at my scale, so it's the third one down on the sheet. And it starts on the 3rd fret because this is your G. Think of it as if you're playing G, that's the top bass note. So again, you're thinking, what can I work on? My hammer-ons, my pull-offs, I was going to say tremolo, but I mean, I suppose we could. You could tremolo it. Your slides. And your bends. Definitely on a guitar you want some bends. Let's have a look at where we go. Some will work better. You can kind of hear that doesn't work as well. Because it's... I don't know, it just didn't sound as good. So maybe if I move it, let's see where else we could bend. Ooh, yeah. So it's nice to just jam along and have a little practice, to be honest. And as we said before, if you've never touched this scale before, keep it easy. And I would say the nicest notes in this scale are probably right at the bottom on the top, the treble strings. So on first string and second string. So stay there and it's going to sound sweet. But you can hear it. Third fret, second, fifth on the B. So third on the E, second on the E, maybe even third on the B. Let's just go for it, shall we? It just fade out. Well, I can't fade it out, but I'll stop it now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. There you go. You know, guys, my old well, he wasn't that old, but my guitar tutor way back in school, Mr. Battori was his name. Shout out to you if you're there. Thank you. But yeah, he used to say, think about the space when you're doing these sorts of things. So don't feel like you've got to go mad like that. Because one, that's when mistakes happen. It's good for an exercise when you're working on speed, but in my case, that's when mistakes happen. But also you kind of lose something, right? It's like, it's impressive for a second until the mistake happens. And also it's not as interesting somehow as... I don't know, there's something more beautiful about that to me. So think about space when you're doing this. Don't feel like you have to do tons and tons of notes of the notes of these scales. You don't have to do every single note at all. You could just pick 2 or 3 and you'd be fine, as you've seen, because I've tried to show you can do it really simple or you can go as crazy as you want. I know to strum along is quite fast, but hopefully you've picked up some tips from this. The old C add 9 top tip, the toppest of tips. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this stream. It's been nice to come back. I want to try and make this more regular because I think we should all jam more. It's good for us. It's good for the soul. So thank you for joining me. Bear with me now as I wave continuously in an attempt to end the stream. But thank you guys. Keep strumming. Have an awesome holiday time, okay? Bye-bye. Here we go. This is the best bit. You know it.